Hi, Linda. My name is Laura Thompson. For approximately 12 years, I suffered from a candida infection. I can trace it back to when I started taking lots of antibiotics for urinary tract and bladder infections. For years, I was plagued by chronic yeast infections, including, but not limited to, rashes, weight gain, insomnia, acne, constipation, chronic fatigue, depression, sensitivity to chemicals, you name it. 2 years ago, I was literally getting suicidal from living with yeast and from suffering all those years. Last year, my pain and agony were so fierce that I visited my doctor's office twice a week, begging for help. The doctor took some blood tests, checked my thyroid and my hormones, but he couldn't find anything wrong with me. He thought my fatigue was caused by accumulated stress and that the rashes were caused by poison ivy. He offered nothing new. The doctor gave me creams that did nothing and then a steroid pack. The steroids worked while I took them, but after I took the last pill, they quit working. The doctor also offered more antibiotics and a brand new pack of laxatives to relieve the constant constipation. I was at my wit's end. In my quest for a cure, I stumbled upon your Yeast Infection No More website. Based on your website, it appeared that you were honest and knew what you were talking about. Anything was worth a shot at this point, so I bought the book right away. It's important to note that before I bought your program, I tried numerous anti-candida diets, took herbal supplements, tried Chinese medicine, reflexology, homeopathy remedies, 3-lec, you name it, but nothing worked. I followed your instructions step by step. About 15 days into the program, I was visibly healthier. My color had returned. I actually had rosy cheeks. At about day 27, the yeast started pouring out of me and into the toilet. It was the closest thing to a miracle that I had ever experienced. I remember for several days that I actually felt worse because my body was going through such a cleansing process and the die-off effects started to manifest. But boy, was that ever rewarding. I was euphoric, just knowing that I was finally on the right path to recovery. 6 weeks into the program, I had made a significant progress. My acne and rashes had vanished. My skin had almost completely cleared up. It hadn't looked that good in 15 years. I felt rejuvenated, energized, happier, and so much healthier. I'm a totally different person today. I have lots of energy, and I'm a size 6 for the first time in my life. I sleep through the night. I awake alert and full of life. Thank you, Linda, for making a difference.
My name is Jeff Severino. I just wanted everyone to know, Linda, that your Yeast Infection No More program is simply phenomenal. After suffering for many years from various yeast-related issues, I purchased your book. Before I read your book, I had followed the classic anti-candida diet for recurring yeast infections, and it helped only short-term. It was actually my doctor that diagnosed me with candida. Just weeks prior, I had taken my 20th antibiotic in 2 years. Shortly after I finished it, I got a severe mouth pain. It literally felt as if I was swallowing glass. One look in my mouth and throat, and my doctor diagnosed me with severe thrush of the throat and mouth. I took antifungal drugs and stayed for months on a strict diet, but still had no improvement whatsoever. I was still very sick, but much more than before, and started gaining weight, and had also experienced frequent migraines, rashes, fatigue, and eczema. Prior to purchasing your book, I was sick for at least 2 hours every day. It seems that I was feeling sick all the time. By pure chance, I stumbled upon your Yeast Infection No More program, and It explained everything. I followed your recommendations and felt better almost immediately. I can't imagine what my life would be like if I hadn't figured out the real root causes of my sickness and what had to be done to get rid of these symptoms once and for all. With the help of your book and personal guidance, I have figured out what needed to be done. Your book also taught me that since my immune system was down, it caused the yeast in my body to grow. After reading the book and implementing your logical and practical plan for eliminating candida overgrowth, I felt 150% better. Now I feel absolutely terrific. My throat and mouth pain have disappeared. I have no migraines or allergies, and I feel so rejuvenated and energized, and my sleep has greatly improved. I can concentrate better at work and have lost 10 pounds to boot. Thank you for writing this book, and thanks to the doctors who actually acknowledge that this candida syndrome is a real issue that needs to be solved from the root. God bless you, Linda.